Once again, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shema Kahakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostle Great Millstone. Let's get right into it. It's like, it says surveillance video shows deadly shooting in Kensington. All right, so there's footage, 41 shots. These dirt bike rider niggas. Alrighty.
Shows the moments a group of men on motorcycles open fire and kill a 55-year-old man in Kensington. It happened last night around 7:45. Still light out at this point. This is East Huntingdon and Potter Streets. And you see the bikes pull up, and it appears that 4 of the 6 men fire the shots. Police say 41 shots were fired in total. Then they get on those motorcycles and they drive away. Now, the victim was shot multiple times and died at the hospital. Police believe he was targeted and say there were several other people in the area, but nobody else was hurt.
Right. Got some scriptures I want to go grab. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 14. It says, "Wherefore he saith, Awake, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Yahweh shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil." That's right. We living in evil times, man. And it's only going to be more and more evil. Every day you got niggas dying, killing each other over nothing, whatever the problem, Jake having an evil eye towards his brother, and just, the vibration of the wicked ruling, okay? When the wicked rule, the people mourn, and this is exactly how the world was, before the flood. It was violence in the earth, no care about your fellow man, people running rampant with their emotions, their lust, their anger. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 5, it says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, an evil and only evil, behold, is come." That's right. And how much more time before the flood? Okay. Second Ezra chapter 4 and verse 28, it says, "But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come," right? The evil is sown in the earth, all right? You could clearly see, all right?
New surveillance video shows the moments a group of men on motorcycles open fire and kill a 55-year-old man in...
All right, you could clearly see that the evil is sown out here, okay? This is a wicked world, man, okay? Broad daylight. Might have a couple hoodies on or whatever, committing murders, or, it could be, revenge, whatever, man. This is why you got to watch how you move out here, okay? Because you be walking down the block or whatever, and then you stumble upon some shit like this, and now you're a motherfucking, a witness to that shit, okay? So they'll take out some witnesses too. All right, but these 2/3 niggas, that's what they appear to be, because I know how Jake body language is, right? Israel has very loud body language, all right, and they're the main ones that doing this kind of shit. They're the Lord's about to wipe them niggas out. 2/3, man. Okay, we're spiritual men. We're not going out here. We're not condoning that lifestyle. All right, going out here, putting hits out on niggas, and we came up out of that type of shit, man. Back in the world, you might get so angry, you be about to take somebody's life, man. All right, and you feel the same way in the truth, but you have more restraint. You have more poise. You're more poised. You have more control of all your faculties. You don't allow yourself, as the scriptures say, let not the sun go down upon your wrath. All right, have rule over your own spirit. All right, and so you just throw your curses on them and you keep it moving. But these niggas out here, Okay, they want your life. They want blood. They got the spirit of Esau on them. They hate their brother. All right. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. All right, let me go grab that. All right, ye of your father the devil. John chapter 8 verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the truth. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So these are the children of the devil, okay, Esau. All right, they move just like the murderer, the first murderer, which was Cain, reincarnated as Esau. First liar was the serpent, reincarnated as Cain, and so on and so forth. Today is the Edomites, right? The same spirit, and that spirit is gotten all through the earth. It went into Adam from the woman, and that's why we all die. All right, but now, all right, how much more wickedness is gonna continue? A lot. Okay, you live in Pride Month. You got these transformers out here, or which ain't no such thing. Okay, you're just a man in a fucking dress, or you're a man in a dress. And the scripture tells you that a man is not to put on a dress. When you go read about it in Deuteronomy 22:5, a man shall not put on a woman's garment, neither shall a woman put on a man's garment, so on and so forth. But in this wicked Babylonian confusing world, you got violence going up through the roof, niggas killing each other broad day for nothing. You got, like I said, these trans or these LGBTQ people out here, everywhere. I was sitting down yesterday waiting to take a shower at the truck stop, and it seemed like every male that I saw at the truck stop, they were all walking around sassy. Like, there was no real, like, you know what I'm saying, like real bold, like masculine, like presences out there. It was all like these weird legs crossing, hip walking dudes, man. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, But 2 Ezra chapter 4 and verse 29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good? For the grain of evil seed have been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness have it brought up unto this time. That I was talking about back when Ezra was on the scene, and there was ungodliness going on back then. It says, and how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come? It's right now is the time of threshing. It's worse than it was in Sodom and Gomorrah here. It's worse than it was pre-flood. This is worse. That's why the judgment gonna be worse. It says, ponder now by thyself how great fruit of wickedness the grain of evil seed hath brought forth. And when the ears shall be cut down, which are without number, how great a floor shall they fill? So it's going to be a lot of slain. Okay, the Lord going to slay a lot of, the slain of the Lord going to be many, man. Okay. Now I want to go to the book of Genesis, the 6th chapter and the 5th verse. It says, and the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually, right? And this is 24/7. What's on Jake's mind.
Kensington. It happened last night around 7:45. Still light out at this point.
Scripture says that they wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Okay, and I was reading about that in Jeremiah, that they run from evil to evil. Okay. All right, the scriptures calls them the sons of Belial. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 9, always read this. In verse 2, it says, oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place of wayfaring men, that I might leave my people and go from them. For they be all adulterers and assembly of treacherous men. You don't want to be around them niggas, man. All right, because they treacherous. When you look in that word treacherous, it means untrustworthy. By being around them, you could be put in a dangerous situation. It says, and they bend their bows, and they bend their tongues like their bow for lies, but they're not valiant for the truth upon the earth, for they proceed from evil to evil, and they know not me, saith the Lord, Yahbashimashai. So, they go from evil to evil. They don't know the Lord. And then it talks about it in Proverbs, all right, that they lie and wait for blood, that you're not supposed to be going with them. Okay? If they be like, yo, we're going to ride out on that nigga, you know what I'm saying? We're going to put his ass to death. In that movie, Boys in the Hood, you had this dude get out the car, you know what I'm saying? Even though, they shot his boy or whatever, you ain't supposed to be going with them niggas now. If it's self-defense, you got to handle yourself. But, hey, vengeance belongeth to the Lord, We not out here trying to we're not out here to spin the block, all right, and to kill the ops and all that other bullshit, man. Okay? We don't have no fucking power. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse I start at verse 10. It says, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us wait for blood. Let us lurk out privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave and whole, as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Casting thy lot among us, let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. That's right. So it says, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. And that could be anybody trying to entice you to commit a sin, a mortal sin against Yahweh Shemashai. Because there's a lot of seducing spirits out here. All right? You're not supposed to be consenting to that shit, man. Okay, it says, my son, right? Proverbs 1 and 15, my son, walk not thou in the path with them, refrain thy foot from their path. So you ain't supposed to be walking in that path or walking by them. You're supposed to be walking in the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai. And that's another lesson I want to, go into. It says, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. That's right. Okay, but they only bringing destruction upon their own selves. It says, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood, and the Lord hates that. All right, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked devices. Where's that at? Proverbs 6 and 16. All right, Proverbs 6 and 16. These things doth the Lord Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, and feet that be swift in running to mischief. Right? The Lord hates that, okay? All right? You got a lot of mischievous, swift feet running amok out here, man. All right? So it says right here, back in Proverbs chapter 1, it says, verse 17, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they will lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. All right, so they're pretty much taking their own self out. All right, so you're not supposed to walk in that path. Now, going back into the book of Genesis, the 6th chapter and the 13th verse. I start at verse 11 and read down to the 13th verse. It says, and the earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is coming before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. And that's exactly what the Lord is getting ready to do once again. He's going to destroy them with the earth, because the evil is sown, and the day of doom is on its way. Okay? So, all of this, shit that goes on out here, The Lord is watching this shit, man. Okay, and He's getting ready to destroy. All right, all these little 2/3 niggas. Okay, I was trying to zoom in, but you can kind of see it's these dudes with masks and hoodies on, man, just out here assassinating and shit. All right.